I'm joined on stage by a wedding photography superwoman, Anna Laska. Anna Laska, pardon me, is an arty and quirky soul who has a passion for capturing life's special moments and turning them into lasting memories. Her love for photography and ability to make people feel comfortable in front of the camera is really what sets her apart. She's got an eye for detail and a unique perspective, creating images that are not only beautiful but also tell a story. She's over there on stand 445D, just over there this weekend. So if, like me, you're fine with a selfie but feeling a wee bit nervous about having a camera pointed at you all day, Anna's going to share her tips and tricks for putting couples at ease, talking us through what you might typically expect on the day from your wedding photographer. So Anna, tell me first of all, number one, availability and prices aside, what are the most important things couples should ask potential photographers before they book them?
So first of all, I would like to say thank you for having sit here and listen here what I wanted to say. So if it comes to what to ask a photographer, first of all, what is your style and approach? As you may walk around here, you will see there's so many styles. Someone takes very moody and dark pictures, someone takes very bright and airy. So make sure you know what kind of photography you want to go for. Uh, and what's the photographer's approach? Some photographers like to work, they like to work on the side. Some photographers like to give you a lot of direction. If it comes to me, I try to work as a ninja. I hide behind the doors and windows, trying to get the special moments. The next question I would ask, are you insured? In these times, everybody actually holding the camera in the hand, they call themselves photographer. But in my opinion, wedding photographer needs to be insured just in case something happens, they tip over something. You know, it's good to ask if they are insured. Also, what is the photographer's backup plan just in case of the emergency or maybe equipment failure? It's good to know that decent photographer shoots on double memory cards. So when we take photo, it automatically saves on two memory cards. So just in case one failure, we still got your wedding pictures. And also what happens when photographer gets ill. If it comes to me and many of my friends, we are on Facebook groups, for example, and we recommend each other. Just in case someone can be there, we find coverage straight away for your day. Yeah.
Yeah. And secondly, what sort of tips and tricks do you use to put couples at ease on the day? And how much direction should couples typically expect from a wedding photographer?
So I will start from saying I see beauty in everyone and I can make everybody looking beautiful in the photos. Many times I had people saying, oh, I really hate my photo taken, but when I delivered the pictures, they said I really captured their personality. So I would say meet up with your photographer and make sure you click with them. Um, because you need to feel comfortable in their company. Another thing, how I make couple comfortable. Very often I got speaker in my backpack and I play a little bit of music. I love a lot of movement, so photo shoots are more fun. I am not up for any cheesy poses and cringy moments, so I play music to just ease it a little bit. And also I give you I let you see back of my camera just to let you know how beautiful you look in the back of my camera. This is making my couples much more confident as well on the photos. Yeah.
Great. Third thing I would like to ask you is obviously the morning of the wedding can be a bit stressful for couples. So what would you suggest in terms of preparation in the morning? What do couples need to do before you arrive first thing?
Okay, so I would say just to have one program less on your morning day, I would prepare everything for the photographer's arrival in a little box. So let's make sure you got your shoes there, perfumes, dress ready. Just so when I'm coming in the morning, I'm taking maybe 40 minutes, I'm disappearing with your details and I'm taking photos of it. Another little tip for the morning would be unclutter the room. Few times at the beginning of my career, I had to actually tidy up the room because the messier the room, the worse pictures you're gonna get. So make sure in the morning you will get all the bags in one corner or maybe out of the room. Another thing, allocate someone who manages the time, because believe me, your wedding day is gonna go like this. So make sure maybe your bridesmaid's gonna look at the time and she will get us on time, just so we know what to do next. Um, and a little tip as well, if you want to get matchy robes with your bridesmaids, or maybe even if your budget don't allow you to get all the matchy outfits, make sure you mention to your bridesmaids that you can get them nice outfits if it comes to leggings and maybe the same top, just so it looks consistent on the photos, and it's nice to have it. Yeah.
Another bit of advice I would have in that regard actually is if you do go for those matching robes, I know you've got a lot of things to do in the morning, but it's give them a wee steamer iron, because if they're fresh out the packet, you can see all the lines on them.
Definitely.
And
Yes.
people don't, I mean, it's very, very minor obviously in the scheme of things, but it's definitely something that's worth doing if you really want the pictures to look properly polished. In terms of managing nerves, if a couple's feeling quite nervous about having the camera pointed at them all day, what would you recommend to build confidence and help them relax?
So first of all, I would say make sure you click with your photographer. I can't stress enough, and you need to make sure you are on the same vibe, because this person is gonna spend the whole day with you. So make sure you are on the same vibe. And see, like having photo shoot with me, for example, I'm giving you little games, prompts. So it's, for example, I will say to the guy, okay, I will count to 10, and in those 10 seconds, I want you to kiss your girl in the cheek as many times as possible. So it's gonna be, a bit silly, a bit cheesy, but I promise you the reactions will be the most natural, and you will get really nice pictures from it. Another good tip is wear comfortable clothing. So if you don't wear heels every day, don't put them on your engagement shoot or something like that, because it will show you're not comfortable. And also decide if you are like outdoor person, outdoor couple, or indoor, because if you prefer to be just very intimate, if you will go to city center, photographer will let you pose on the middle of street. You won't feel good there. So make sure you communicate with your photographer about that.
And what advice would you have in terms of making sure your photographer is the right fit? You obviously mentioned clicking with them is quite a big deal. How can you be sure somebody is right for you?
Yeah, I would say, of course, you're checking photographers' social media anyway, but don't check photographers' social media just to see their pictures. See their personality as well. See if you like the vibe they're getting on there as well. And if you are able, get a meeting with them. If not possible, go for a Zoom call. Again, this person is going to spend the whole day with you. Make sure you like them. Another thing, check the reviews. You can do it on Google, on Facebook, on anywhere online. Actually, people are very happy to share their experience with photographer, the good one, the bad ones as well. So that's a good way to make sure your photographer is a good choice for you. And yeah, that's it.
I had heard a good bit of advice recently from another photographer actually. He mentioned to me that you should want to invite your photographer as a guest if you could, so if it shows you properly hit it off with them. If you think, yeah, I really like this person, if I could invite them along, I would have them along. So I thought that was quite a good bit of advice as well. Obviously, through the course of the day, there's certain moments, candid moments, that are key to capture. What points in the day do you feel produce the best sort of candid, natural images of a couple?
So I think it's 9 years I'm taking pictures at the wedding now, and it's totally beautiful experience from the start to finish. So as a photographer, I've got my eyes wide open and I'm looking for those moments. But for example, I love in the morning when you can see the bride is a bit stressed, and then the first look with that, it's beautiful. The first look with bridesmaids when we're gonna hype up each other, and such a beautiful moment. Later on, of course, first look with the groom on the aisle. But in general, on the wedding day, I love to capture silly moments when people didn't see each other for a long time. They give each other this, this cuddle. They are genuinely happy to be there for the couple. First dance. Oh my God, the whole day for me, every moment is worth capturing, and that's why I'm there.
And then the opposite of that, I suppose, the staged moments, the group shots. What's your advice when it comes to those? Is there a sort of top number of group shots you would say this is the amount you should get? And should the couple allocate somebody in the bridal party to help manage those?
Yes, definitely. If you will be planning your wedding, ask your bridesmaid or best man to help the photographer with allocating the people, because I will go on the wedding. I have no idea who's auntie, Angie, whatever. So make sure the help will be there for us. And I always recommend my couples, I speak to the celebrant, that after the ceremony, we go straight away for the group photo, just so we got it done straight away. Nobody's going to the toilet, uncle is not going to the bar to get a drink. We got it straight away. And after that, we take formal pictures with your closest family. And again, just make sure the list it's not over. I'm looking for word.
So it's not too many.
Yeah, it's not too many. And I would say maybe like 8 to 10 groups. It's the best, because later on at the day, I will be there with you anyway. So if you want some more pictures with your more cousins or whatever, I will be so happy to take it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask Anna in terms of wedding photography? No? All right. She'll be over. She'll hang around here for a few minutes after, and she'll be over there on her stand if anyone has any final comments or questions they'd like to ask her. Thanks very much, Anna. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Beth.